Hello, fellow watchers and enjoyers. Ash and Piggy here from Watching Walford, bring you yet another edition of the Watching Walford podcast. It's episode number 44, and today's episodes are going to cover the biggest storylines and takeaways from week 44 of 2023, all the episodes from the 30th of the 10th, 2023, all the way to the 2nd of the 11th. We're now in November, it's episode 44, so there are genuinely 8 weeks left. Which is absolutely fucking mental. When you think about it, we're about, 6 weeks away from Christmas? Maybe not 6 weeks, a bit more than that. 7 weeks away from Christmas. It's all ramping up, and it's all getting big and explosive. This week's obviously had the start of all the Halloween, which was fairly underwhelming for a celebration, but ultimately, we had the return, so can't really be complaining that much. Elsewise, we obviously also covered all this on Walford on Tap, so if we're not necessarily bursting at the seams to talk about all the stuff that happened, well, for all of the major coverage, you can get both 3 days worth of live streams and 4 episodes of Walford on Tap, which all should be out and on demand. Obviously, the 4 main storylines that we will vaguely talk about and mostly just talk about our stuff and what's been going on with us, our plans for the channel, etc., etc. Another one of these episodes of the podcast we'll be talking about Nish blackmailing Rocky, Albie's been kidnapped, Jay tried to kill himself, and Dean Wicks returns. But as always, as it is we love to take our time and we are very self-indulgent. So Piggy, as always, mate, how you been? How's your week been? What's going on? Etc., etc.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put it out there like Ash did. If we're just fucking talking an hour about ourselves, just know we've already covered 4 days of Eastenders. We can't thread the same line, because then the same people who watch the 4 episodes are gonna go, all 2 of you are gonna go, actually you're repeating yourself, and we'll be like, oh, what do you want from us? We're the only channel who does this. Exactly. I can't fucking go, well, actually the rapist Dean Wicks is actually not that guilty. He's actually just been proven innocent, so by law he's not actually that scary. And it's like, why are you doing this? So yeah, if we're spending an hour talking about our plans, ourselves, and Christmas, just know we've already done 4 days. So don't expect fucking English essays on your favourite topics.
Yeah, it'll be a hard one to cover at the best times. Plus, a bit sleepy, I'll be honest. I'm a bit sleepy. I need some food in my belly, but we're not even halfway done. So,
just
rock on,
one
boys.
More to go. Just one more to go.
Yeah, how you doing, mate? Anyways.
I'm doing good. I'm preparing for my visit, of course, to Ash next week. Not going to dox him. Unless I accidentally post his address on my Instagram and be like, well, it was already online. Who cares? No, I won't dox you. I'll dox where you formerly worked. Oh. So everyone can slander him. Just imagine that. Ash, why is there strangers turning up at my house? I don't know. I don't fucking do it. Piggy. Nothing. But yeah, I'm preparing for the visit next week. I'm excited to see Ash's dog mostly. His brothers, well, one of his brothers, because his other brother is like me. When he sees guests, he just goes hiding. That's not a dig at him. I've just been told that.
Just how it is. Just how it is.
We're not burying him on the podcast. I wouldn't bury any of Ash's brothers. They'd probably kill me. They probably would. They're hard-working men. So yeah, I'm just preparing for the visit. Hopefully going to get Ash a kebab, because he never had a kebab, which feels a bit weird. I feel like I'm talking.
I've had a kebab in like a burger. I've had a burger with doner meat in it, but never actually had a proper kebab.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to the visit. Obviously, we're planning another trip. That trip's not happening till August, where we will, if you're a one more match connoisseur, then you will know this guest. Hopefully, by the time August rolls around, you'll hopefully know the guest. But if you are a horror entertainer from Eastleigh Entertained, one person from Eastleigh Entertained the one subscriber who came from Eastleigh Entertained. If you're here, then you obviously know the guest is Slater. So we're planning a big trip where obviously I go to Ash, and then I bring Ash with me. Then we're going to go to Wembley and meet our big friend Slater. Not looking forward to hearing them get pissed and all in, but you take the good with the bad. The Scottish. Surprisingly, the Irishman's not going to get drunk,
Right.
or the Englishman. It's always the Scottish. Fuck them. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that trip. Obviously it's not going to happen till August, but I plan ahead. Ash just like, Piggy, why are you planning into 2025? It's only 2023. And I'm like, well, I don't want you to tell me 2 months beforehand that you want to go to this thing and all the tickets are nearly sold out. And you're like,
Well,
why can't I go?
I mean, to be fair, most of the difference is I'll just be like fucking chilling, like, all right, work's done, bomb. I'm not fucking dealing with it about 9 o'clock. So about the one Christmas plan that we're doing, we should change it. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Yeah, forgive me. I'll write it down. Tell me tomorrow. It's not work time now. I don't fucking care.
But yeah, it's going to be an interesting dynamic how this is going to work in person, because we obviously haven't met each other in person. So and the last person I met in person quit the podcast. So fingers crossed this doesn't happen again.
I mean,
they didn't quit.
If I have to imagine, the main thing will be different. Is obviously I'm very confident behind the fucking camera in my room. I can decide when and where to fucking go. I'm quite confident in it. In person, a lot more laid back. Probably not going to get the same energy. Probably going to get a lot more very chill podcasts and videos. But yeah.
It's going to be like interesting. I'm looking forward to it because I love traveling. Like I say this as a person who stays inside mostly. But if we plan a trip and Ash like, do you want to go to Berlin, for example, I'd be like, fuck it, we'll go to Berlin. Like I like going traveling with friends because it seems interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not going to bring Ash to America because well, an Irishman in America says something wrong, shotgun straight to the head. And that's not even a joke. That's true. You say something wrong to an American, they'll put out a shotgun and be like, "Fuck you. Your life ends here, boy. You said my haircut was bad. Fuck you." America gets under control. But yeah, we're looking forward to going to England again. Going to use my bank card because I don't like using cash because I'm afraid I'll lose the cash. I'd be like, oh, Ash, I had 100 quid coming here, but I lost it. Did you bet? No. It's just on the train station, and I magically got up and it was gone. Don't know what happened. So that's why I carry my card. It's going to be on my phone. Hopefully no one tries to mug me and gets my card.
People are just listening to this podcast. Oh, fuck. In the phone.
Oh, Piggy. Hello, Piggy. I'm a big fan of Watching Walford.
Oh, actually, can I just give you my number? Well... What's your 3 favourite numbers now? Do you use contactless, by the way? Just add questions. Add normal, reasonable questions.
It's not like my dad's credit card where it's very fucked with the machines. Where it's like you tap and it's like, please enter the pin. It's like, for fuck's sake, I just like to tap.
Yeah, couldn't be dealing with that.
Because I hate that. I don't know if you ever dealt with that in person where it's like you tap it and then it doesn't work. Because I just like doing the fucking poshy thing and just going, bam.
Yeah.
Yeah. You a fan of that, or do you just?
I mean, for the both of them, I usually just use my phone. So.
I don't use my phone. I haven't set it up because I have to ring the bank, and I'm not ringing the bank because I'll be there for about 3 hours. But yeah. So yeah, that's how my week's been. Again, looking forward to next week. Get to meet Joey. And hopefully my curse doesn't continue and I end up killing the dog by accident. Yeah, Ash will never forgive me.
Do that.
I'm like death. I just touch him and he falls. Oop. Sorry, Ash.
Oh, yeah, pause it. And seamlessly, we're back as if nothing ever happened. You were just talking. How are you doing, mate? Excited
I
for
was
the
doing
visit?
Good. Excited for the visit. How have you been doing, pal? How are you doing, pal?
It's been alright. It's been a weird old week's first proper week back after my little break to try and balance the mental health, get my chips in order, all that stuff. It's been an alright week. It's been a slightly more been a lot more. I realize how tiring this stuff can be sometimes. I'm just like normal day, and I'm just like fucking hell, you know. It still is a balancing act. It's still not entirely fixed. Obviously, I took the previous week off to be like, I am tired. I might be getting a bit depressed. Now time to like fucking cast the holy water. Just, no. Back away, depression. No. Please leave me alone. I don't need that. But yeah, I just spent a lot of the time, played a lot more Football Manager. Been good fun. The new game came out. It's also been good fun. And yeah, just started to try and enjoy things again. So it's been bit of A, bit of B, not entirely great, not entirely shit. We're getting there. Do definitely need to get some more fucking sleep though, because Jesus Christ. 5 days with you. Whoa, bloody! We got a lot of stuff to do. There's a lot of stuff to do. A lot of time. Jeez, it should be fun.
The way you said 5 days with you, I was like, oh no, you're not pumping me, are you? 5 days with you, 5 unexpected pain days. I'm like, oh, Ash, please.
I'm good. Yeah, and generally we've been doing more stuff, doing a bit more planning for the channel. Obviously, yesterday we announced that we're doing Movember. This is backed by a lovely little Movember campaign that we have set up on the fucking thing.
We've set up a Movember campaign.
Yes.
And there will be a link in the description if you want to donate. We're aiming for £100. We're not expecting much. We're not big bollocks. We're not big bollocks Danny Dyer style YouTubers.
Yeah.
We're just two lads sitting in the bedroom watching EastEnders, playing Fall Guys.
Yes.
That's all we are. And maybe Fortnite, but I'm shit at Fortnite.
Jesus. Need more than 100 quid for me to play Fortnite.
Piggy, fucking shoot the character. I don't know what to do. Fucking shoot. Fucking shoot.
Yeah, fundamentally, we're not expecting much. We are simply just doing it because we've always wanted to do some sorts of like charity type stuff. This one maybe hasn't had as much planning as we probably would like to. Probably next time we do something like this, or at least we need to have a good think of the stuff we could actually offer that people may actually want to go for. But yeah, mostly just going to be streaming on my Twitch channel like normal. Biggie will probably drop by like once a week and we'll play some games, and then we can have the Watching Walford crew as a stream, and have some fun with that. It's also just fundamentally, it's for men's mental health. Something that is still fairly underdeveloped as a whole. It's still a statistic, and it's been a statistic for years that I was pretty sure the most common like killer of like middle-aged men, like men aged over 40, is suicide. And that's simply because of a lot of those people will have been given probably similar talks that we had, where it's like, don't be emotional, people don't like it. Oh, you're not allowed to show your feelings type deal.
Women don't like that now. Women, you show women your feelings, she's gonna fucking leave you. I tell you now, boy. And you're like, I just want to have a cry. You can't cry just because your dog is dead. You can't cry. And you're like, I'm 12. Yes. Fuck off. I'm 12.
It's a... Yeah, I don't know. I personally like faced some of that stuff before as well. Like, don't cry. Stiff upper lip. Can't show your emotion. And it's just simply not the way to go about it. I am probably at my best when I have like good people around me who are all backing me and been like, look, it's okay. Like, you're struggling. It's fine. We'll deal with it. We'll get you through it. And that's honestly the best way, in my experience, how to deal with it. Because look, we've all been there. I don't know about you, but I usually... When I have a proper bad time, I usually pile on a lot of pressure on myself, and I slowly start to not be able to I suddenly start to crumble under the pressure. And then a lot of times people are just like, mate, we're not pushing you to do this. Like, you're putting all this pressure on yourself that you can't do. Like, just, and I've definitely had those times. Definitely had those breaking points. So November is the month of men's mental health, and it's the month to talk about some of your problems and feelings, because it's okay. All right, it's not a fucking taboo. It's nothing wrong with it. It's simply being, we're all humans and we all struggle, and it's all the more important to talk about it if you are suffering to any extent, because ultimately, it's a cliche, but it's just general. Life's too short. A lot of people who have been in terrible situations and have gotten themselves out, a lot of people do just go, fuck, man, if only I'd done that earlier, you know? Like, one of the biggest detractors of my mental health for the longest time. I wasn't expecting this to actually follow this direction, but fuck it, we're going with it.
We're fine. It's fine. It's honestly fine.
One of the biggest issues of mental health, at least in the last year or so, was obviously me doing the leatherwork stuff. Where, it's a lot of very high pressure, high kind of performance like work, busy, make stuff to order, get it shipped out. Obviously, once my brother broke his kneecap, suddenly a lot of all the extra fucking effort that I wasn't having to make, that was all then thrust on me. And I'm not very good under pressure, I'm suddenly having to be responsible. I'm doing a lot more responsibilities. I'm suddenly trying to take care of someone else and taking up a lot of the other extra jobs around the house that weren't being done. Well, were being done, but not by me. So obviously that all built up to a massive load of pressure, and it's been so good. It's been so nice because obviously October was the first full month of me not doing any of that anymore. And it was so nice to kind of, once you get the time to be with yourself, you can actually start to figure out what your priorities are. Rather than going, I could do that, but I don't want to go out. Like, I don't want to do that because I'm feeling shit because I've been doing this, Like, I can actually start to look after myself a bit more. I can actually start to, what stuff do I not like doing? What stuff do I hate doing? Do I have any other like hobbies that I like to do other than this? It's just so nice to just generally enjoy being myself and not feel any pressures to kind of have to adhere to other shit, where I can make my own schedule, I can follow my own schedule, I can work as hard as I need to, but I can also take as much time off as I may necessarily need. So yeah, it's worked wonders, honestly. It's been a great time. And obviously Piggy's assisted in me doing this. Has obviously been, there have been the days of fuck off, Piggy, fuck off, don't want to do anything, fuck off, I'm tired. Never the easiest person to work with in this context. But yeah, it's just,
the thing is, and I don't want you to take this the wrong way, like I'm digging your boss into a grave, but when you work with someone who kind of has the same issues as you feel more comfortable with them. Like, I'd assume your boss was in his early 60s, late 50s. He kind of wouldn't know the pressure you would have. He'd just go, this generation, it's very lazy. I won't do what they're fucking talking. You're like, you're giving me 4 different jobs, man. 4 different jobs. I can only do one. So yeah, I kind of understand where Ash is like, oh, Piggy, I don't feel like doing it today. Or I'm like, Ash, I don't feel like doing it today. I mean, either go, that's fine. You can do a video if you want one video, and then fuck off, or we'll do it tomorrow. Like, I have no problem, because Watching Walford is not a full-time schedule. It's only 2 people. It will always be 2 people, unless...
For what we actually... I carry on. I got a tangent point.
Yeah, we are just 2 people doing this job. Like, we try and have fun because I don't want to take this serious. Because if you start taking it serious, then you're going to get angry. You're going to have some problems.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be like, well, fuck you, Piggy. Why? You didn't speak much in this video. Mate, you were going on a tangent about why oranges are orange. What the fuck was I supposed to do? Fucking sit there and nod my head. Like, obviously, that's when you take your job too serious.
Yes.
To me, I just think you should have fun at your job, unless your boss is an absolute dick. Then maybe time to quit, because if your boss is forever belittling you, he's not a boss, he's just a bully, or she's a bully. It can be either or.
Yeah.
But I need to take this headphone out. But yeah, I just recommend, like, if you going through a bad time, then open up to people. If you don't open up, just text, put it in your notepad, or write a diary. I know that sounds a bit weird, write a diary in 2023.
Just some outlet, just somewhere where you can fully express all the stuff you're feeling.
Yeah.
I'm in the fortunate position to have mates who I can just be like, I'm fucking struggling. Here's why. Just go through it. It's good. It's great.
Like, I'll never forget. I'll never forget All In, though, travelling back on the Monday. That's just like, I've got some sad news. My granddad. And I was like, I'll fucking fly over and see you. Fucking fly over. Piggy, it's not that serious. I'll fucking fly over. Don't worry. I'll fucking fly over. I'll be there, mate. I'll be there. Piggy, she lives a good life. I'm not that depressed. I'll fucking fly over. Piggy, no, it's fine. It's fine, honestly. That's how much Ash means to me. It's like, if he's sad and something bad happens to him, I might go over and see him. He probably wouldn't come over and see me. He'd probably get lost and fucking. He'd probably be like, well, I don't have a passport. So would you like to do it on Discord?
Do it in different ways, you know. Yeah. I got my own demons, you know.
We'll do it on Discord.
Yeah, I suppose one thing just to say, and considering we are just two people, the amount of videos we do actually fucking do, the amount of shit we're actually doing is quite impressive. Considering for the bulk of the time we've been doing this, it's been podcast, like one bonus video. But suddenly now we're doing daily videos, sometimes multiple videos a day. Around 2 months ago, we were averaging around 4,000 views a month, around 80 hours of watch time. Now we're averaging about 10k views a month with about 500 hours of watch time. Like, it's kind of wild to see. It's just to recognize how much we've actually stepped up in the last little bit and how much extra we're doing. It's just an impressive fucking feat, really.
It is impressive, and like, Watching Walford is like my baby. Same with one more match. And Ash will go, you have an ego. But one more match and Watching Walford wouldn't exist without me, because it's always been an idea to Ash, but I was the one who put it forward. And Ash can always say, it is my channel. I'll be like, well, who gave you the confidence to start a big match?
Exactly. No, I entirely agree. A lot of the stuff I think of doing, I never actually do, because I get excited by ideas, you know. I love a good idea, me, but actually getting down into doing it and just persevering through it never really happens that long. I'm not a very good self-motivator.
Like, I remember, and if it's all right, I'm just going to mention it. If you're wondering what I mean by I helped it, because Ash has been saying since like late 2021, early 2022, I want to do a sub channel. I want to do a sub channel. Will you do a sub channel with me? And everyone he asked was like, no.
Well, never specifically asked.
Oh, you never asked.
I always floated the idea.
I just like imagining you went around asking people with a list, like, do you want to do a sub channel with me? And he never fully punctuated the idea. And then I came along at the start of 2023, and it's like, Ash, you know, you want to start this sub channel? I might as well start it with you. Because everyone else is going to be like, I'm not watching subs weekly, doing a podcast weekly. And I was just like, fuck it, I've nothing to do on my hands. So yeah, like, we created this channel.
The channel wouldn't fucking. He's mean mugging the camera back there.
Yeah, he's winking.
This channel would not still be happening if Piggy wasn't there each week. Like, oh, fuck podcast, let's do the fuck podcast. I'm like, yeah, all right, fuck it. And you know, we've developed a set of skills. We both improved dramatically since we were initially doing it. Like, the one video I looked to as one of the ones where we fully, like a lot of our best qualities came out was obviously I say recent, it was like a month ago. But the one where we talked about the suspects as to who dies at Christmas, that like good like hour long, very like compact, very tight, like good talk about suspects. But I still think of that as something we couldn't have done at the start of the year. That we absolutely fucking nailed.
Get into your bed.
Yeah.
You need to help him.
Oh, I don't. He does it perfectly by himself.
Only. But yeah, like this channel is a 2-person operation. If Ash wasn't editing it and I was doing it by myself, this channel would never succeed.
Yes.
And if Ash was doing this by himself and editing, this channel wouldn't succeed because he like that's why there's no argument where Ash like I recorded 6 Hollyoaks videos, 2 Carnation Script videos, and 1 Emmerdale video, and I'm like, grand. Do you want me to like say no, you can't do that, you can't upload it, or what? Because I don't mind. This channel is basically I'm just an example would be it's like Dean with Cindy and Ian in EastEnders, except for the rape bit, guys, except for the rape bit where I'm a secret bidder in this. I'm a sleeper bidder, and basically I'm just the backing man. Like this channel is mostly Ashes. I'm just the backing man. That's my example, guys. I'm not a rapist, I promise.
Yeah, and it's
probably
like,
a weird comparison.
It's I mean, yeah, it's simply, it wouldn't exist without Piggy, but fundamentally, I'm the one who's been watching soaps for like fucking 6 years now, I'm like slowly adding more and more stuff to my list of stuff I want to watch, stuff I look at. Like, yeah, and obviously, I know we've talked about the initial conception of the channel, how back in 2021 maybe, I was gonna start the classic podcast. I was gonna do that by myself. But obviously I did it in the much more strained format, where I noted down everything that I needed to talk about, and I wanted to do big introductions for everyone. But fundamentally, probably wasn't gonna give me what I actually wanted out of it, because, we did the classic podcast, and, not the most established, but even then, even with our current viewership, didn't really do too well. And it needed a bit of a facelift, which obviously will be coming in the new year, ideally. But yeah, like I said,
find the episodes, because I forgot to download 2014. Whoops.
This one... But yeah, this channel wouldn't exist without Piggy, simply because Piggy has like a fucking unbridled enthusiasm to like, yeah, let's fucking do stuff. I'm like, and I'm sat there like, oh, fuck's sake. Yeah, we'll do it, and then I get into it, and then Piggy gets into it, and it is always gonna be a duo thing. Obviously, if in some weird reality where this becomes successful and we have to hire on people or whatever, maybe it would open up. But fundamentally, we are the channel's identity. It's always going to be us. And if it doesn't, something's fucking gone terribly wrong.
Like, who knows? Maybe in the new year we'll get our best friend Slater on this and they can join us. They totally love soaps. A direct quote I have from them from 2023 when I asked him to join the channel was, I fucking love soaps. I would love nothing more than to watch soaps with you guys and review them. If you couldn't tell, that was sarcastic. I asked them and they went, fuck off. And I went, grand, thanks. And then it was just me and Ash. But they're on the wrestling channel. They're not here. But yeah, we try to include everyone. I would like to get Talking Walford on for like a video, but that just requires one of us hitting up Talking Walford and be like, yo,
I mean, they're happy doing their own stuff. I did have a conversation with them as if they were to ever do some like podcast or anything. They just went, look, I'm busy with my own stuff. I'm thinking about something like it, but fundamentally, they're doing just fine over there. Like we if they are the smart channel, we are the dumb channel, because they're like, yeah, make a fucking cool theory about this really big enticing idea that's gonna happen, and we just go, That was fucking shit, that sound. I just want EastEnders to be good. It's just like fucking... We are the working man's podcast, you know? We are silly and stupid, but we are the personality.
As I like to allude to, it's like I have no problem with people giving theories, but when you start, I always joke about it because I do like when Ash puts his ego front and he's like, I fucking told you 2 weeks is the body on the floor. I fucking told you, lads. Look at me. Like doing that.
All a joke, of course.
Yeah, it's all a joke.
Played it for the camera, of course. Sorry to peel back the camera. It's all a joke.
But
I'm not actually wanking myself off saying I got it right. Just doing it because it's funny.
But that's where I think we are open to new ideas. If someone went, can you watch 2015 Hollyoaks? Ash would be like, well,
done that, boys.
Peggy,
fucking done it.
Can you rewatch 2015 Hollyoaks, Ash?
I'm good. It was good fun, but I'm not doing it again.
Peggy, will you do it? No, I don't know Hollyoaks. But yeah, that's all I really want to say about the channel. The channel is staying around till at least the next 5 years, we hope. Joey's just very depressed in the background. He's trying to get into the bit. He's looking at Carlito.
Trying to get under the covers.
He's looking at Carlito like, help me, Carlito.
He's given up.
Damn it, he wasn't cool enough for Carlito. Yeah, our plans are going forward is we're gonna have a lot of pre-recorded content for the 25 days of Christmas.
Yes.
Except for the podcast, of course, we can't record a podcast.
I suppose it is November now. We can probably just talk about we can just rehash some of the December plans. It's been a while since we talked about them. And I guess we can also ask for ideas. All right, so Christmas plans. We are planning to do at least a video a day for the 25 days of Christmas. Now, I was going to say it was quite ambitious when we initially planned it, because obviously at the time it was when we were doing like 2 videos a week. So it's not nearly as scary a prospect as it may have been back in the day, but we're trying to increase we're trying to try out some different shit, right? Doing some IRL content, that's a part of what the visit's going to be. We're going to record some fucking nonsense. But also, we have recorded us reacting to 2 Christmas episodes. One that's already edited and has been uploaded, and it's passed the regulations. It has clips in it as well, which was a massive, fucking scary point. Probably it doesn't have as much clips as people would like, but fundamentally, I've fucked around with the YouTube copyright system long enough that I just don't want any of the hassle. So we have 2 episodes done of reacting to probably our least favorite Christmases. Whichever ones that are, you can probably judge from the channel, and we've mentioned them before anyways. 2 of them are done. We're just gonna film a lot of cool different shit, and just gonna try and enjoy the month, honestly. Because, one thing that was definitely not a thing at my previous fucking job was, birthdays, Christmases, holidays, not really that fucking interesting, are they? Just another day. And that's just not something I really vibe with, I want things to be special. I want it to feel different. I'm wearing a fucking Christmas jumper. It's the 1st of November. It's the 2nd of November, for fuck's sake.
On the recording.
Of the recording.
It's actually the 5th on the Sunday, I believe.
But, obviously just want to make stuff a big deal. What should we specifically tease, or should we just reveal a lot of the Christmas plans?
We will reveal them in a minute. I just want to say that I don't know whether I'll have to bring my hard drive over for Christmas 2000 and 2003. I probably do. So I will probably have to remind myself to do that. Hopefully customs don't look at me and go, what's on the hard drive, mate? What's on the hard drive? What's on the hard drive? Porn, please. There we go. Yeah, it will be interesting because I try, and the only day we won't have off and I've no problem with it because people. It might sound wanky, but people wouldn't want us to have this day off anyways. Well, they would, but we're a soap channel, so they kind of don't. Which is Christmas Day. And now the best thing is we get the morning off. We just have to work the night, and you can expect a Christmas stream. It depends on if there's 2 episodes. If there's 2 episodes, my plan is if there's 2 episodes, I still have to get Ash to agree to this. Say there's a 7:30 episode and a 9 o'clock episode.
Yeah.
We will watch the 7:30 episode live. We will then play games for you for about an hour. We'll play Fall Guys, and then we'll watch the 9 o'clock episode, and then we'll do an immediate video following that where we review both episodes together. If it's 2, if it's only 1, we'll go live at 8:30 or 8:45.
I mean,
and then watch at 9 o'clock.
I suppose we say that, but also I will be wanting to watch the other soaps as well. So
yeah, well, fuck you. Your main priority is
Eastenders.
Eastenders.
How the Fall Guys will go in that situation, but there'll definitely be the evening of Christmas and Boxing Day will be us watching the episodes. Like, I'll probably, maybe we'll play some games, but definitely on the side, I'll be fucking watching the Coronation Street, be watching the Emmerdale.
And then you'll make a video about it.
But yeah, I'll obviously do videos. Like, the coverage will be turned up, of course. It's Christmas. It's the biggest time of the year. It's kind of funny because, like, in the leatherwork, there was pretty much, you would have 2 weeks off at the end of the year. That's your lot. That's it. And, it was only 3 days, like, max a week, usually. But still, having that freedom to just do whatever the fuck you want. Like, it's going to be quite sad to not entirely have it, because Christmas will be a busy month. Like, it will be a busy month, but got the rest of the fucking year, like, like, it's a fun time of the year, right?
My plans, basically, I'll try and reveal my plans, because I'm going to reveal my plans first, and then Ash is obviously the deciding man, so he can just go, no, don't like that, nope, don't like that, no, we're endorsing a paedophile, don't like that. So, like, I obviously just say my ideas, and then I shoot them to Ash, on camera, of course, because what better way to fuck dealing with it off camera, we fucking deal with it on camera, like real men do this on camera, pussies. Fucking, you want to sign someone for?
Jesus, this Christmas jumper's tight. These sleeves ain't rolling up for shit. Like, I don't even have that large arms, but this fucking jumper's absolutely clinging on for dear life.
But my plan is to obviously have not Halloween week, Christmas week, to have Walford on tap. Yes. And then the Christmas podcast might be a bit different. We'll probably talk about how our Christmas went, what we did. And then we'll obviously still cover the main
It wouldn't
topics.
be our podcast if we didn't spend about half an hour to an hour just like, you know what? Fuck the EastEnders.
Like, the EastEnders cheeky baby. But yeah, and then obviously for New Year, we'll have a New Year's Eve and probably a New Year's Day stream.
Yes.
The ring in the New Year. And then we'll probably take a week. We'll take a week off, but we'll still record some videos in advance.
Yes.
But we'll probably still be December when we record them. So if you're wondering, like, why aren't you talking about the fact that this dead body's on the Christmas floor? I was like, guys, we can't.
A lot of it will be pre-recorded.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like we won't be doing it. Like, the way I imagine it is, just in my head, people won't notice anyways. It'll probably be like the week before, like the 20th or whatever, like the kind of middle of December. We'll probably take like a week out and just chill. And then obviously the first week of January, probably have a chill then as well. Because, we got the fucking option. Like, we don't need to work ourselves to the fucking grave if we don't need to. Plus, Christmas already gonna be packed as well, so. Like,
obviously, like, I love the differences in Christmas, because like, I've got to see family on Christmas. I've got to see family. What are you doing, Piggy? I'll be my dad's gonna have Christmas Day dinner together, and then I'm gonna fuck off down to my room, and he's gonna just have a happy time watching a Christmas film or something.
Yeah.
That's usually how a Christmas goes. When I was at my nanny's house, when my nanny was alive, I used to just have Christmas dinner upstairs by myself, and then thankfully when Adam Pacitti streamed one Christmas, I was very happy. So if you're kind of like that, where you have no one on Christmas, just know we'll be here.
Yeah, exactly.
We won't be here for long. Like, we're not going to have you here from the 12 in the afternoon to 12 at night. We'll be here about 7:30 or 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And we'll basically stream and give our thoughts on the Christmas episode. Because why would we skip the Christmas episode? It's the biggest episode of the year to me. To me, Christmas is the biggest episode.
It's the biggest. It's the biggest part. I mean, it's the bit that everybody watches, right? Everybody fucking shoves on the soaps at Christmas. Why not? You know, like, it's great fun. You get a little snippet. You watch the couple episodes, and then you don't fucking watch it for the rest of the year. That's fine. And obviously that's why we're going to be covering a lot. Like, we will be doing a lot of, like, casual viewer stuff. Like, oh, okay, you want to know what's happening at Christmas? Well, here's what's happening. If you're only just tuning in for the Christmas season, because it's a fucking hectic time of year. And I know that a lot of people dislike it. A lot of people struggle with it. It's a fucking rough time. A lot of shit happens. You're confronted with a lot of the... Maybe you've been avoiding your family the whole year. Well, now you got to spend a couple days with them fucking shooting the shit. And maybe you don't like some of them. So, you know, it's a stressful time, especially if you work like a fucking public-facing job as well. If you're in retail, if you're in hospitality, it fucking sucks. So we will be doing our best to make the most enjoyable and fun content for you. Should we tease some of the ideas?
There will be. Oh no, I probably will have to rope one of your brothers in for this. And I know you're gonna go. We don't need a referee, but fuck it, we need a referee for EastEnders Monopoly. We needed this. We need it. I know. Ash is gonna slide in 50 quid and be like, "You're my brother. Fucking defend me, man. You know me. Defend me, brother." And like, obviously, he'll be rigged like the Tyson Fury boxing match. Cheeky reference there. A week late, but cheeky reference. Wouldn't be piggy without a topical reference. Yeah, so we're obviously going to do Christmas Monopoly. Maybe get your brother involved if he's comfortable. Not the one who doesn't want who sits in his room. We're not getting get on the fucking camera, guys. I don't feel comfortable. Get on the fucking camera. Get on the camera. We'll try and rope the other brother in if he's comfortable.
Likely
if not,
but
I'll try. Be like, look, I'll give you 20 quid, mate. Come on.
But yeah, obviously we say Christmas Monopoly. There is a Monopoly themed EastEnders set, an EastEnders themed Monopoly set. There we are. EastEnders create Monopoly. Got some of the famous faces. I think Peggy and Pat on Mayfair and Park Lane, which is absolutely top tier shit. Gonna do a baking video. Where we've themed it. We've themed it as like Dot Cotton's brandy cookie. No idea if it would work, I'll be honest. I haven't actually like crafted any of the theory as to how it do. It would just be some fun nonsense like that, you know? Let's spend the month doing different shit that we don't do. As possibly a Christmas music video. Which I won't tease any more of that. But yeah, it's all about making the month of December feel exciting, because it is the best time of the year for being a soap fan, because everything is coming to a fucking climax, and it's going to climax as you're like full, you're fat and stuff, and you're like, oh god, Ian's done what? Oh, fucking what? He's dead. Shitting hell. Who's fucking knows that? Not me. It's a great time. It's a fantastic time of year, and I'm going to absolutely relish in not needing to be working my fucking ass off.
See, the best thing is we started in the new year of 2023, so it's going to be interesting the fact that our second year into Watching Walford will be the climax of Christmas.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we did the climax of 2022's Christmas. We just didn't cover it because, well, we were both at a different stage of our life, and if I wanted to cover it, Ash would be like, fuck off, I'm working. Fuck off. And then Ash would be like, do you want to cover it? Fuck off, I'm depressed.
Don't like
EastEnders. I don't like EastEnders, even though I did watch. Then, might sound rude, but thanks to, what's her name, June Brown? Is it June Brown?
Yeah.
The lady who played Dot Cotton.
Yes.
Thanks for June Brown dying. That's how it got me back into EastEnders. Thank you, June Brown.
Love you, June. Fantastic.
Up there in heaven, fucking with Peggy, not Peggy. Ethel.
Or Ethel, yeah.
And your Willie. And then that's where my Reese obsession came in because he just played the big tuba. But yeah, it's going to be interesting that Watching Walford turns a year in 2 months. Like a
Yeah.
year. I thought we'd be dead by March because it was like, Peggy, did you get the notes done?
Yeah, I do look forward
Oh,
to making the video where we kind of we discuss like the changes that happened, like how we got to this position. It'll be good fun. Um yeah, it's wild. It's like I said, December is the celebration of soaps, and I just want to hope that we make we make it fun for everyone. We've been trying to do our best with all the daily uploads, so we're going to keep that going all 25 days of Christmas. A lot of themed videos as well. Going to try and make them topical. Got some reactions, got some fucking stupid shit like baking. We got some EastEnders Monopoly.
and don't be worried, my beautiful legs will be in the baking video. You will see my lovely feet as well. I might cover my feet because our friend, one of our friends, has a bit of a foot
Oh,
fetish, and I'm scared if I show them bad boys.
yeah, boy.
He'll be doing this on the video. Like, I see her some feet in this, and I'll be like, don't pornize my feet, please. No one wants fucking photo shoots of my feet. They're fucking disgraceful.
Disgraceful.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. But yeah, that's not much else on this topic. I think it's just. I mean, to be
It's
fair, I
time
don't even want to talk about the EastEnders. I'm content just talking about this for the whole episode.
Yeah, that's fine.
Fuck the EastEnders.
We covered it basically on weeks like this where we do Walford on Tap. That's why we're trying not to make Walford on Tap weekly.
Yes.
Because if we make it weekly, we won't have a podcast.
Yeah, the podcast serves no purpose otherwise.
Because we can't be like, well, this is what happened in week 1, this is what happened in week 2. We can't really do that. So we just talk about what we've been up to. That's why you're probably going to get like this next week, because we didn't stand the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning.
Yeah, we
and
can
Bobby's
run out of conversations at that point. Nah, there's always nonsense to talk about on this fucking show. Just you.
I'd be like, give me a kiss.
We love to talk about shit. Like, I don't know, it's just funny. It's funny how just everything's just going to get longer over time. Like, by year 3, it's like, all right, the podcast is 3 hours. The fucking Walford on Tap's half an hour an episode. It's just, everything's just fucking... It's kind of ridiculous. I like to think that if nobody's watched until this point, we do get good watch time on the podcast, which is surprising to me. So people do somewhat enjoy our shit. But yeah, it's just kind of funny how I don't know. We like to take our time. It's always good fun to just see. Oh yeah. Don't worry, this video will be a quick one, 30 minutes. Oh.
Like
please, you're just reading one article. Please, 30 minutes. Ah.
Because I see it a lot in podcasts, and I'm not shouting out the Cultaholic podcast because they're not one for it, but it's kind of in the same vein where it's like, okay, you need to talk about the wrestling. I'm just using this as an example. I know we're a soap channel. It's like, so you can't really talk about yourself. You have to kind of be like, so this is what happened in wrestling from last Friday to this Thursday when it's recorded. This is what happened. I don't really like doing that. I would rather us take our time, because I don't want Ash being like, 30 minutes you've been talking about yourself. 30 minutes. We've Eastenders to get to. 30 minutes. Like, Ash, you're rushing me. You can't be like, yeah, I'm doing good. How are you? And it's like, yeah, okay, good. Eastenders, yeah, Eastenders. Like, I don't want to do that. But maybe we'll do more segments where we include you people into it. You people,
yeah, it's always been somewhat of a fun little I'd plan that at some point, maybe in year 2, we open up like a mailbag or something, and we just collect some emails where people send in what they want, send in some stories, some anecdotes, maybe even a quiz or some shit, just anything you want. Make it.
You can't really do a quiz with 2 people.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, make it a segment on the podcast. Just have more fun with it, because fundamentally, we wouldn't be here if people didn't start showing up, and people start showing up. So, I mean, we would be. Let's be real. We were gonna do this regardless. It's just a fucking like a very humbling like pleasure that suddenly we have a bit of traction.
Yeah. I do think
definitely
on that note,
definitely helped it out.
Like, we will never get rid of this podcast because this podcast is what started the channel.
Yes.
So it'd be like if you're a music channel and then you suddenly get rid of the music and now you're just talking about politics. Like, it's not really. I subscribe for the music, lads. I didn't subscribe to hear your thoughts on Joe Biden being a president. Like, come on. So it's the same with that. If we get rid of the podcast, we get rid of the channel. Unless somehow one of us leaves the show, and then, which probably won't happen, unless me and Ash have a big falling out next year at all in.
Not
Fuck
sure
Ash.
that would happen, but yeah.
As I told you to look after them. They've gone out and they've gone fucking nude. Where the fuck are you? Biggie, look, there was this guy and he was selling wrestling merch. I'm sorry. I had to get a Sesame Acclaim t-shirt. And it's like, Slater's on the roof dancing in their nude. Help. It's your fault, Ash. You're supposed to mind them. But yeah, how long have we been doing this podcast now?
It's about 50 minutes so far.
50 minutes, fuck it, but we're expanding it now, we're large. Your thoughts on the current world politics?
No, I think one thing I just wanted to say that's quite an interesting thing to think about is it's interesting to think about just the kind of changes over time that we've both kind of gone through in the time of doing this channel. Like, you know, fucking start of it, very separate, like, don't want to talk about any extra stuff. Talk about the Eastenders. We talk about all the Eastenders. We slowly like opened it up, and we slowly been wanting to do more different shit and like different stuff, floating the idea of moving out and finding a place and kind of like finding ourselves kind of driving forward with Watching Walford and actually kind of wanting to plan for stuff for the future, wanting to make some cool, dumb shit. Whether maybe we'll only enjoy it, but, you know, be funny or be fun. Like, just I'd imagine the confidence has grown through no end by just doing this podcast. Like, Piggy at the start said about 2 words.
See, at the start, I didn't know how, because me and Ash, like, we were friends beforehand. But the thing was, if I send Ash a text message, no response. I'd be like, all right, I won't text him again. Then I'll try and text him about wrestling, no response. Eventually, Eastenders, what is that I heard about Phil Mitchell possibly being gay? Doing the fucking Hulk Hogan, fucking, what you say, brother? What did you fucking say about Phil Mitchell? So I didn't really know how to feel at the start, because I was like, do I try and be my online self? Because if you don't really know me in real life, I'm still like my online self, but the only difference is I'm turning it up to 10. So that's why I fucking bring up every single politic issue. If you know me in real life, I would love to have a debate with a fucking very politic person. Like, it's like my cousin when you try and talk to him about football matches. And, like, my dad's trying to teach him about the history of football. And he's like, did you know in the 1950s there was this goalkeeper who was German, who was brilliant. And that's why Mbappe fucking sucks. And he's like, what? You're bringing up points that doesn't make sense. But yeah, my cousin is also, Ash will know him for one reason. My cousin is the type of guy who said he could take Brock Lesnar down with his bare fist. And me and Ash had a laugh about that. Because he said, Brock Lesnar is just a big righty wanker. I can't say the C word. I could easily take him down. And I went, no, you fucking couldn't. And he went, if he knocked on my door, I could take him down. And I went, no, you couldn't, mate. No, you fucking couldn't. It's the same, Meg, where I watch wrestling, or I used to watch wrestling in the living room, where my nanny be upstairs, you know, in her bed, and he'd come in, and he'd be like, oh, you're watching the gay porn again. And I'm like, and then the women's match comes on. He's like, oh, leave that on. Leave that fucking on. Also, but yeah, I don't really see much of my family. Half my family, it's my fault I fell out with my mother, of course, even though she was the abusive one. It's my fault. That kind of thing. That's why I also support from Movember. If you have an abusive parent and you want to not have contact with them, it's better you not have contact, because you let your anger out on them. And then they'll just go, but it's not my fault. It's your fault. And it's like, you punched me 3 times in the kidney. How is it my fault? Well, you're just looking for a fight. No, I didn't. I just asked her what sandwich I wanted. I wanted a ham sandwich.
Gaslighting. Lovely stuff.
Yeah.
You just kind of wrapping around with confidence. That was before the tangent. That was before the tangent. I unfortunately don't really have much to fucking add to that.
But yeah, the confidence is great. Like we've definitely improved. We've definitely become more closer as friends because.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, there we are. That was where I was going to cut in. Yeah, see, people obviously it's probably came across in the initial stage of the podcast, but basically, I'm not very good at being social. I'm not very good at making friends. I'm not very good at making time for other people. I'll probably blame that on the autism, but it's also it's kind of selfish, really. I like my own company. You know, why would I spend my time with someone else? I can just be by myself. So obviously, the way that a lot of basically the way to capture my attention is to say, look, here's a project. I'm like, oh yeah, fucking sound. All right, we'll talk about the project, and then through time, just a genuine friendship formed, and probably speak to you more than some of my fucking family. So
I am
yeah,
practically family at this point.
yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny. Yeah, it started off very like, are we doing the EastEnders podcast? No. I'm trying to play games. Fuck off. Yeah, it's definitely
Like
it's just
if
funny
you had
to think
if I had
about
to
it.
ask you if I had to ask January Ash, could I come over in November for a visit? He'd go, no, please, no,
Fuck
no.
off.
No, I asked Ash in November, oh, can I come over for a visit? Yeah, sure, fuck it. You want to see my entire family tree from 1913? Come on over. I'll show you the entire family history. Fuck it, I'll even give you my birth certificate. That's how much I'm willing to go. And I'm like, oh, Jesus, Ash, I just want to come over for a visit. Who cares? Your family, come on in. So this is me Uncle Joe, this is me Uncle Steve, this is me fucking Uncle Bob, and it's like, Ash, I just wanted to meet you for the first time. Yeah, here's my entire family. I'm like, you weren't this confident 4 months ago. What happened? Cocaine.
Yeah, it's fun to see the progression. I'm sure if people have been here since the start, not sure how many people would really be here from the start, but I think I mean a lot of my friends just outside this have just been like, holy fuck, the amount of shit you've been coming out of this year. Like, I never thought you'd fucking leave your house, like I never thought you'd want to do more or plan for the future, like. It's just I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's once you start something and you stick to it, there's a lot of the benefits you don't really see until you look back and you go, oh fuck, like holy shit. It's like I started this podcast anxious, kind of. I wasn't quite depressed at the time, but I was still struggling a lot. I was trying to find what I was doing, what I wanted to do. I still don't know, I'll be honest. I enjoy doing the podcast and it's great fun. I'll continue to pour hours of time into it, but am I necessarily looking in 5 years like, yeah, the podcast is gonna still be happening, it's gonna be fucking gold? Not necessarily, but I'm in for the long haul. I fucking lost my train of thought. Fuck. It's Jesus, that's fully fucking gone, bud. That's fully fucking gone, bud. I've got no fucking thoughts left in my brain. But it's just committing to something and believing in it. It just has a lot of extra benefits that you don't necessarily see at the time. And it's allowed. Oh yeah. Okay, so coming into 2023, very anxious, very bad. We're on the bordering of depressed, but not. I was working on Easy Entertained, which died. Because that was a lot of fucking effort for not a lot of.
If I can just chime in, I think Easy Entertained was a project at the wrong time to me because, again, I even though I love Slater, even the LMA, trying to get Slater on for a project, very fucking hard because it's like, yeah, you want to record at 8 p.m. But I'm here at 12.
I mean, I had a decent routine of it, but yeah, it was a lot of very.
We love Slater, but even they can admit there some faults.
Didn't necessarily feel like an equal partnership. I'll say that much. There was a lot of like,
yeah.
I'll write the fucking scripts. I'll do all the big projects. And it was like a media or movie review channel type deal, or a TV show. We did one TV show. And
You did.
Yeah, well, me. And
Uh,
Slater. Obviously there was a lot of editing, like genuinely it was like 50, 60 hours worth of editing, like into one video. And since it was a fairly niche, the only real big thing was just horror. Like, fuck, and trying to get that past copyright, like I definitely learned a lot from this, and how I would actually structure that stuff now is a lot different from back then. Because back then it was purely just, let's just use movie footage as the background. Oh, fuck it. Just use the face. The face is fine.
Yeah, and obviously one of the best videos from Easily Entertained is obviously the Christmas video. The last video, one of the last some videos is the Christmas video where you see lovely Slater's face and they look like a Scottish Charlie from fucking the penguin guy. What's his name?
Correct.
You know him on about Mice Critical.
Yeah.
And you see Ash, and you get the fucking Garfield plushie. We're not doing that this year. No. We're not doing that. In return, all I'm doing is buying Ash all-in tickets. And all he's doing in return is buying me a Vampiro figure. Vampiro's a wrestler. He's not a vampire.
He should be, though.
He should be, but he's not.
I'd like him more if he was.
But and I'll probably buy it.
It's the... But yeah, it was the Sleeper project, honestly. I was going to start the year doing Easy Entertained as the main priority, then Watching Walford, then streaming. Still streamed a lot more this year than I have for the last several. So I'm quite proud of, honestly. Like the peak of ridiculously a lot of streaming was 2020, and that obviously came and coincided with the lockdown, so there was more time off. And then it kind of 2021 was pretty rough years where I burnt out on that stuff. 2022, yeah, it fizzled and kind of came and went. But yeah, this year been streaming a lot more and actually enjoying the community that I built for myself. Plus, it's a nice little thing to have other than this as well, where it's usually something I can just do by myself and just chill out for a couple hours. But yeah, and obviously Watching Walford was the second priority, and it's outlasted them all, brother. It's still here. 11 months on. And I'm so we probably don't need to have these conversations yet, but I'm so glad that this year hasn't been shit, though. Like, I'm so glad it's been a good year of Eastenders, because I'm not ready for a shit year of Eastenders.
Like,
we definitely lucked out time-wise to do this year. Like, if we did the previous year, like, oh, fucking hell. Like, I don't even remember last Christmas's fucking... Wait, I do remember last Christmas's...
Christmas.
But, like, if we had to cover that shit... Oh, jeez, it would be some tried times. But it was the right place at the right time, really.
Can I ask, when did East Entertain begin? I feel like I'm a counselor now.
When did it first start? Well, it was midway through October, last year, so 2022. And I saw, I had this pitch where I'm like, because I was so fed up of hearing a bunch of negative shit. I just wanted to talk about shit I liked. They'll talk about films or movies or TV shows that, here's why I liked it. I'm not going to fucking talk to you like I'm a film critic. I'm not going to talk to you like I'm some fucking savant and I'm a writer. Like, here's why it was enjoyable to see. Yeah, but that's different. Here's why this has been fun to see. Here's why this has been good fun. And obviously it started off with watching Terrifier, with obviously most famously Art the Clown, a great slasher villain, which I do love. And that kind of managed to come out at the same time Terrifier 2 came out, which was great fun. That blew up. That got algorithmed for the first time. Lovely stuff. But I also watched the recent movie in the recent Halloween trilogy, and I was absolutely fucking livid with it. And yeah, I'd pitch this idea about shit I love, you know, so, I'd love this. It was going to be like 5 to 15 minutes of talking why this has been like a great time and fantastic, and obviously ended up being a lovely little movie review channel. That died after what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 months. But I mean, I'll still appreciate it for what it was. It was easy entertained. It did help me out of a bit of my depression. And I mean, obviously over this last year as well, just no longer have to worry about money for now. That's all sorted.
Put in the money.
Which is good fun. It was always an issue I had since I was 18, where it's like, you needed a job, and I'm like, but I'm too mentally unstable to get a job. Well, yeah, we'll support you. Sound nothing. All right, now money's sorted, and that's been a massive boost of confidence for me. As I fucking hate money. It's shit. Fuck money. I don't want it. Don't want it. Don't want to need it. But it's a necessity. If I could just never, basically, the way I'll know if I've made it, if I can just not look at the bank account and be like, yeah, I can pay for that. That's the dream. I don't want fucking grand, I don't want a 7 fucking floor mansion. You know, give me a place of my own, fairly quiet, fairly like nondescript, and just allow me to not have to worry about money ever.
I like to imagine if Watching Walford takes off and one more match retakes off, one more match only took off, or Pigs and Ferg only took off because Ferg has been in the community for the past, at this time, 11 years. Fucking hell. 11? Yeah, 11 years. Fuck me. And he obviously built his reputation. Obviously, if this does become successful, I don't want to say did. If this does become successful and we're here in the next 5 years, I like to live how I imagine. Ironic, I'm saying imagine when I'm going to talk about this person. How I imagine John Lennon would have lived had he not been shot, which is live by yourself on a remote location, and just let the world go by. Because if you've seen yesterday, the film that he apparently lives, he just lives on a random island in Ireland. Because, you know, washed up British singer, where are you going to go? Ireland! Way!
Yeah,
or England, but more Ireland.
Just somewhere fairly remote, somewhere fairly untouched. Get to avoid a lot of the extra annoyances and shit that goes on. Just gets to fucking ride it out.
Like, it will take a lot of years for this to be actually successful. I'm here for that road. I'm not here for all the troll comments, because I don't want a community where it's just like, oh, Ash, you're fat, and it's like, oh, why are you picking on us? We're trying to make content for you.
Yes.
Like, we're not the type of people
we've had super pleasant viewers so far.
What's that guy who spams all our comments, comment section? What's his name? Can you shout him out? Adu Rahim. Shout out to you, man.
But yeah, no, honestly, there's one thing that's been really cool to see is it's so nice to just have people who are so genuinely excited to talk about soap. Because, you know, I've loved this shit for years. I've been a soap fan for years. Did I have a place to talk about it? Not really. Like, I really just talk my family's ear off about it. Not really. They don't like it. I'm not gonna fucking make them sit through that, you know? Can't really talk to many people about it. Like, oh, I'll mention it on my stream, but, you know, I can't really fucking talk here for like 20 minutes talking about why Christmas Eastenders is some of the best time of the year, you know? Like, I've never really had the platform to talk about and express it, and now we're in a position where we just go, let's make some videos, just talk shit about it for a while. And it's fun to not be... It's fun to feel listened to. It's fun to feel like we serve a purpose, you know? We build a bit of hype. We get people excited. We talk through some of the stuff. I think we're just a facet for people to kind of, you know, if you have an idea, you want people like, oh, I wonder what they think about this. Doesn't even have to just be us. It's just speculation. It's just about developing these fucking cool ideas and like just thinking about soap and shit. It's good fun. Good fun. More people should do it.
Again, I keep saying we're the innovators. We technically are, because no one has done subcontinent. Like, I'm not bigging ourselves up, but no one has really done soaps like we have.
No.
Because people will be like, okay, so you're a soap channel. What are you going to do? Well, I'm going to do a podcast. Okay, everyone does a podcast. What is he going to do? React videos. Okay, anything else? You're going to talk about your favorite time in soaps? No. Just going to do that. And it's like, okay, you're going to have any variety on soaps? No, just going to be EastEnders. And it's like, okay, you're like Dirty Dan in bed with Angie. You're sad and depressed, doing a pump that you don't want to do a pump to, and you're like just thinking about something else. But yeah, I do want to tell a funny story about me in the Lost Media wiki. I'm in the Lost Media Discord because I love Lost Media. I don't love Lost, not safe for work media, because that gets fucking not safe for live media. That gets fucking depressing. Like an example I'll give, and Ash will just go, why do people want to find that? People want to find Owen Hart's death. And if you want to know what I mean, Owen Hart famously was a wrestler who was supposed to descend from the ceiling down to the ground safely.
On like a zip line type deal.
On a zip line. And then famously his hazard disconnected and he fell about 120 feet.
And this was during a live wrestling show.
Yeah, and people are like, yeah, I want to find that. It's like, why would you want to find that? You're literally going to see a man die. And I'm not a part of that bit, but I'm a part of, like, if people go, can you help me find this lost song? I'm like, fuck it. And it's like, girls wanna have not fun. And it's like, fine, I'll find a random European song, find it. But I remember they were having a debate about Chinese food, and I like a spice pack. I like an old chicken ball. And then this guy brought it up about sweet and sour chicken. And this guy just pinged me and went, Piggy, is it sweet and sour chicken or is it chicken balls and sweet and sour sauce? And I was like, I'm useful. It's about food. I'm useful. But yeah, that's mainly it. My story. Do you want to wrap this up and we can go now to watch ECW after this?
To be fair, I will be eating some pasta in the middle bit because I'm absolutely fucking starving. But yeah. I think it's just, if there's one thing to take away from this episode, it's that we appreciate everybody who takes the time to watch our stuff. We are rapidly progressing. We're growing at a rate that I don't think either of us expected. And it has genuinely just been a pleasure to be given and work. Well, we've worked hard to get to the point that we're at. So it's nice to see numbers go up. It's nice to see subscribers go up. It's nice to see people commenting and engaging because, as I said before, never really had this outlet before. Never really had this place to talk about soap before. You can mention it in passing, but like fucking, I don't want to imagine how many hours we put into this. Like, I can't imagine how much hours worth of soap videos we've made at this point. It's fucking ridiculous.
I can't imagine how many Who Dies at Christmas videos we made. We like milking that old cow. That cow's tits probably like sore after the amount of times we've milked it. But no one else seems to be doing this content because everyone else doing the content is like, here, Who Dies at Christmas, it's he. And it's like, you don't have bass in your voice. Fucking spring from the trees. Fucking, spring. Put a bit of thing in your step.
You've all got to start somewhere.
Yeah, but I don't like the robotic voices where it's fucking like...
Oh, yeah, like, read some spoilers, and it's like, Ian went to the mall. It's like, for fuck's sake.
Like, but that Jonathan Ross guy, I'll shout him out again. Fucking love his content. I only seen 2 videos
made
of
some fun videos talking about all of the suspects. I mean, every single possible suspect there could be. It was a nice... I'd say that it was a pretty refreshing format to talk about it. Just saying, yeah, he's a suspect. Why? Looked at him funny in it. There we are. Next one. Banging. It was good fun.
Just to say to Jonathan Ross, he's not watching this. He's successful and we're not. Not Jonathan Ross, the famous presenter. His YouTube channel's generally called Jonathan Ross. The one thing I would say, and it's coming from experience with me, if you're trying to hammer home a point, do not read it like you're sleepy. You have to read it like you have bass in your voice.
Yeah.
It's my only criticism, because if you're starting a channel and you're doing videos, you don't want to be like this when there's no depth, because no one wants to, if you're like, guys, hello, how are you?
I mean, you have
that's
to
not
work
fun.
on your delivery, really. Like, you don't need to be the funniest guy. You don't need to be the most entertaining guy. But if you at least talk like the person you want to be, right? Nobody wants to start a conversation. Hey guys, how's it going? You're fucking loud, bit of boisterous. Project your voice a little bit more, because we're trying to present something fucking stupid. Which we're a fucking soap YouTube channel. We spent an hour and 15 minutes talking about ourselves, bigging ourselves up. It's just talk like the person you want to be. I don't want to be fucking me, like tired, like, oh hey guys, how's it going? Don't want to fucking be that guy, do I? It's not as fun being that guy. Alright, am I really sat there like, there's only one person who got that fucking idea, and that's me. Am I fucking doing that elsewise? No. Have fun with it. It's not a fucking chore. We're doing this out of want. We're doing this out of enjoyment. Not doing this out of necessity. And that's pretty much principles to live by. But that's probably a wrap. Some people might be confused, as it has just said introductions the whole time. Welcome to the outro. This is a conclusion. Thank you for watching episode 44 of Watching Walford. A bit of a bonus, bit of a special. Obviously, we've covered the rest of it on Walford on Tap. If you really need to see our thoughts on the week of Eastenders, you don't need to see it here. And yeah, I hope people enjoyed this one. It's a bit more personal than our usual ones, a bit more open. These are our plans for the future, and if you're a big fan of the channel, it should be fucking great news, because it just means more of the same. And, more is more is better. Unless we're genuinely like, video number 745.
I remember a famous example is, I'll never forget Monday, where Ange was like, we're going to do some Reddit videos. Then we did the Reddit videos. And then these videos haven't come out yet. Most of them haven't by the time of this recording. And probably by the time this is released, they'll be coming out next week and the week after.
Yeah.
I do remember Ash being like, we're going to just do Reddit videos. Okay, we're going to do abandoned storylines. And then I was like, Ash, you want to do alternate
storylines? Yep.
Oh, Peggy. Fucking like, Peggy.
Yeah, it's just... But we're having fun with it, is the key point. We're still having a good time. And we still aim to keep doing the exact same thing. And, even next week we get some in-person videos. Alright, don't have to fucking piggy you up yet. What? Piggy, ready to record. Hold on. Hour goes. Alright, I'm up, sound. I'm just fucking barge in this fucking room. Fuck you! Fucking record. Get in the fucking shower. Head under the water. We're recording now, bitch.
I like to imagine I'm just fast asleep one day, like in I'd assume your brother's bed, since he's downstairs. I'm fast asleep. I'm like sleeping. I'm like that, and then Ash like
fucking drops an elbow.
Piggy, you up yet? Oh, my stomach. Now you're fucking up. Who's fucking up?
Yeah, I suppose it's just a preparation. Obviously, next week will probably be a podcast in person. That's the plan so far. We should have the time. So yeah, next week will be fucking strange. It'll all be in person. Maybe it'll be slightly different than the usual stuff, but we are meeting for the first time. It's quite hard to just be funny and have good banter immediately. Even if you've known someone for fucking years at this point.
4 years. Fucking hell. Used to be an annoying kid like Declan, and I'm not. That's an in-joke reference.
Liked metal and only metal. But But yeah, so...
Do you like anything else, Declan? No, I only like metal. Okay. How's school going? Metal is good. No, I asked you how school is going. I love metal. I say,
I suppose
oh, fuck you, Piggy.
all in all, just to plug all the things we have been doing, we are doing Movember, so you can see the tiny little fucking stubble forming. I'll shave this bit, shave this bit. We're growing out our mustaches for Movember, which is a charity that is directing towards men's mental health. If you do want to go and support our goal, we have a goal for 100 quid. We're not really expecting to hit it. We're not even really expecting to get any donations, but fundamentally, we're mostly just here to hopefully start a conversation within our community, start a conversation with other people, just to talk about men's mental health, as it's a area that doesn't feel like it gets much attention. Because, there's a lot of other shit going on, but fundamentally, a lot of men around the age of 40 are offing themselves because they haven't found a way to talk about it and haven't found a healthy way to deal with it. And it's just not really, we need to have these conversations. We need to have people feel comfortable sharing shit. That's why we've spoken very openly today about some of our problems, some of our issues.
You will expect a video.
Exactly. We'll be doing one as well, in person. And it's just generally, it's an important cause. So if you do want to go over there and support us, donate. We haven't actually set any stuff we'll give out or anything just yet, because it was a bit of a last minute decision. But otherwise, go over to One More Match 182 on YouTube, where we get some of the YouTube content, or the wrestling content. That's what we'll be getting over there. WWE, ECW, and a Christian Cage story arc. Not even Christian Cage, but just Christian. Go ahead and subscribe to that if you want to see us in a different form. Still just as long and drawn out. Still just as fucking taking our time.
No nothing. Just highlights about the matches and about 50 minutes of me arguing with Slater about why ROH is a shit brand and why ICW is not a main company, while Slater angrily shakes their eyebrow like, fuck you, you're fucking wrong. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, it's only ICW. And Ash is just sat there in the background like,
I like
fucking
ICW.
losers.
It's
fucking losers. Like in ICW. I like the fundamental wrestling, I'll have you know.
Otherwise, make sure to like the channel, subscribe, leave a comment, share the video with anybody, and just continue to be with us in our journey to 300 subscribers, and just generally our journey to keep covering soap, and hopefully lining up one of the most fun content months we probably have ever done. Quite ambitious, but I'm ready for it.
You can follow us on Twitter /X, Instagram, and Twitch at Watching Walford. And if you want to see me play Fall Guys with Ash, and you want to see Ash's perspective of Fall Guys, well, I famously suck at Fall Guys. You're gonna get my train of thoughts at 3 a.m. on these streams, and you're gonna get my political thoughts. You're gonna get my fucking weird porn addict thoughts. You're gonna get all my thoughts.
I'm as scared as you are.
You can subscribe to why did I say our Twitch? Ash's Twitch at Watching or not at Aqua Dreams, and you can subscribe to his Twitter or follow his Twitter /X at Real Aqua Dreams, and you can subscribe to his YouTube channel at Aqua Dreams, where he does a soapbox every month telling you how his month went.
It's more of the same. It's like this episode, but 10 times less long.
And every episode I mention into it, it's like, oh yeah, Piggy was telling me about Watching Walford. Like, Piggy was telling me about Watching Walford. Like, I'm fucking famous. I mentioned more on this channel than fucking Easily Entertained, and I'm not even on the channel. Let's go.
But yes, with all that aside, thank you for watching episode 44 of Watching Walford. Next podcast will probably be slightly like this as well, simply because we're covering next week on Walford on Tap. So make sure to skip this if you don't like us, or if you're still here, say something like hairy beans in the comment section. But all in all, thank you for watching episode 44 of Watching Walford. And most importantly, just cheers. Love you.
Cheers.
Bye-bye. See you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye. Bye.